back home from a 5 days road trip through England. I took the camera with me, but hey, totally forgot to record anything since I was on holiday, shooting some landscape images with the Nikon. So yeah, the little footage you've just seen was from a shoot we had. I think it's already been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, not sure about it. And well, we've been shooting it outside with Fabienne, a Dutch model, combined with Yvonne from Fantasy Design, and the makeup and hair was done by Marike. So we went outside in the woods, which is just like close to the studio. I just leave my house and then there's woods all over the place. And then we went into the woods with yeah, the things from a deer, I don't know the name now in English. And we created some stuff with the Elinchrom Quadra 500 combined with the deep umbrella and the diffusion sock on top of it. The idea was to create a fantasy image where a deer is coming out of the ferns in the woods. We've just used one light because for me that was more than enough. It was a cloudy day, not cloudy, but it was cloudy, then there was sun, cloudy sun, so we preferred to use strobes to be able to control the images and the light we are actually creating. So once we were there, we switched on the camera on a tripod. That was the idea, you've seen it in the footage. But for me personally, I think the tripod makes myself a limit in regards of moving around. So I like to move around my model, like I've mentioned in the vlog before. If you don't know where to find it, I will link it up there somewhere. So I like to play around with shadows, lights and all those goodies, which is photography in general. And yeah, once I'm on a tripod, it's all good if you want to create an image and later in post-production you want to like paste them on top of each other, merge them in layers. Now I wanted to do that in the beginning, but then finally everything came out fine and I was like, yeah, we'll probably not need to correct anything in the environment or something. So I decided to take the camera off the tripod, move around, shoot straight into the model when the light, if this is the model, the light hits her from the sides. Now if I'm shooting it from this angle, so she's here, I'm shooting it from this angle and the light is coming in a 45-degree angle, you will get some nice variation between like light and shadows. Now the moment I start, if the model is still here, the light is here, the moment I start moving around the model, so going this way, I start to create contrast in the image. And like mentioned before, I really like those kind of images. We also had a little ladder with us, a wooden ladder, where she mounted on top of it. The only difficult thing is when you're shooting with the headpiece from the deers, the problem there is you're not able to really attach it to the head of the model because it's too heavy and it will move around, fall back. So almost all the images Fabienne is holding the thing. I really need to look up the word, but I will mention it somewhere with an asterisk. So she has to hold it, and when she's moving, she's limited in movement just because of the headpiece. Now that's not really an issue, but in the end the images were really nice. Then we switched it up, we throw some cloth on top of the things again, and yeah, we decided in the end like we want some with, we want some without. Then we did some shots just on the ladder without anything. You've seen them before. So yeah, that's a little run through of the shoot we had. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, so at least not for me, but I mean the images are nice, they are really nice fantasy images. I shot them with a wide angle with the 16-35 to create that really big kind of dress and to give the idea that she's really tall. She is tall, but to give the idea that she's like a fantasy creature in the woods. That is the entire idea behind it. So yeah, that's about it about this shot, and then yeah, see you guys and girls in the next segment or when I see you. So yeah, that's it for now and see you, bye bye.